I feel that on the live stream that you did through the past couple of years has been incredible.
Yeah.
And has really moved me in an incredible direction.
Yeah.
The deactivation box process was and is so very powerful.
Yes.
It released, it brought me into a center of myself.
Well, because it caused you to focus.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was freeing in a lot of ways. And it increased my own awareness of how much I am worth and that we as individuals are truly worth, because it put everything behind.
Here's how that goes. So you find yourself in negative emotion, which lets you know that you've got some resistance going on. It also lets you know that your inner being sees whatever you're focused upon differently than you do. So then you say to yourself, I have decided that I'm going to render this vibration that I've got going on right here, right now, inactive. I'm just going to let this go. And so you take a little card, make a little note. Esther says in her mind, I've decided to render this inactive, and then she writes what it is. And usually it's something like, my assumption that such and such happened. I've decided to render that inactive. Then just drop it in the box. Sometimes it comes up 5 more times. Sometimes it comes up 20 times. Sometimes it comes up from different directions. But before long, your decision to render it inactive renders it inactive. Now, it's a little counterintuitive to what we've been talking about, the law of attraction, isn't it? Because it's almost like pushing away this thing. But you're not pushing it away. You're softly just saying, done with this. I'm done with this. Done with this. I'm rendering it inactive. It puts you in the driver's seat, because by the time you begin to say and understand and mean that you're rendering something inactive, you're making choices about what's inactive, what you want to make active, and what you want to make inactive. And that's what focus is.
And that's what's so incredible.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the creative process was getting enhanced.
Yeah.
And almost organically and naturally, it was what felt good. And as you were speaking before with many of the people here, it wasn't about how it was going to be done. It was just as the idea began to grow and take energy and feel really good, it started to happen.
Well, we want to take the struggle out of your accomplishments. We want to take the idea of earning out of it. We want you to begin to understand that this is a vibrational universe and you are a vibrating being, and you can vibrate deliberately, and when you do, you get measurable response from a vibrating universe. This isn't trial and error. This isn't accidental. This isn't iffy or chancy. This is a sure thing. You can be or do or have anything that you desire. You just got to get right with the vibration, and you do that by caring about the way you feel. And once you start approaching it from a few different process perspectives, pretty soon you've got it. And then things start working out for you that maybe weren't, or maybe more things start working out for you than maybe have before. And then you start putting 2 and 2 together. Oh yeah, it got better when I started rendering inactive my negative thoughts about that. It got better when I cleaned up my vibration. It got better when I deliberately shifted the way I felt. Most people on the planet, they want the circumstance to change, and then they will have a better feeling response to the changed circumstance. Well, we understand why that's appealing. It is nice to look at something that causes you to feel nice. Do all of that you can. But don't ask the circumstance to change.